Political and business leaders, as well as a smattering of the world's richest people, are meeting at the World Economic Forum in Davos, Switzerland this week. Once again, the ski resort town way up in the Alps has transformed into the center of geopolitical and economic world. Lars Holter is with Deutsche Welle and joins me from Berlin now. Lars, what are you hearing from Davos and what's on the agenda?
Thanks for having me. It's a lot, and maybe we should start with the main topic that's on the Davos agenda every year, the fight against global inequality. Every year we're getting the latest numbers from non-profit organization Oxfam. This year they're reporting that inequality was once again on the rise and that the rich are getting richer. In 2024, the world welcomed another 204 new members to the Billionaires Club. There are now 2,769 of them. Their wealth on average grows by $2 million a day, and there are 10 of them who would still be billionaires even if they lost 99% of their wealth overnight. At the same time, hardly anything has changed for the world's poor. There is no sign of the fight against global poverty really getting somewhere. It might make you feel like you want to reach for that pitchfork back in the barn, and the world's richest people know that. There are some of them who are at least trying to change the dynamic. 370 millionaires, now we're talking a bit lower here, have been writing an open letter to world leaders meeting in Davos that's calling for higher taxes for the rich, because many of them actually know that the level of inequality we're seeing around the globe is not sustainable and actually threatens the stability of global markets too. Anyway, we're hearing pretty much the same every year in Davos, and nothing ever changes. So it's mostly talk and not much action there.
Okay, and what is the Davos crowd discussing with regards to recent global developments?
That is always hard to tell in Davos. There's always a lot of talk, and the EU is also not exactly known for quickly moving on an initiative. But looking at these investments I mentioned, the so-called clean industrial deal is supposed to be introduced in about 4 weeks. That is promising, and some people actually seem to think that the threat of Donald Trump tearing up the economic world order might actually speed certain initiatives up, maybe make leaders in Brussels act a bit faster simply because they must. Quite a few bankers and market analysts were quoted from Davos, and they say it's high time for the EU to act and not become an industrial museum, as one guy from Spanish bank Santander put it. But many actually did say they believe Brussels can do it.
Okay, we leave it here. Thank you very much, Lars Holter, joining us from DW Berlin.